Namaste Sannyasa family and everyone else. Welcome to this daily live meditation session with me Dhyanse. We're meditating on 112 meditation techniques of Vigyan, Bhairav, Tantra. Truth is not an opinion. You cannot reach to truth with opinions, with references. Truth is not an analysis. You cannot reach to truth with any kind of analysis, with any kind of conclusions, with any kind of opinions, any kind of references. The approach to truth is completely opposite. It is completely different than what you have learned, what you're conditioned to while approaching something. Any kind of knowledge, if you see how we approach that knowledge, we gather opinions, we gather references, we create that knowledge out of all these references, opinions, and create all this knowledge for us to conclude, to analyze, and decide that this is right, this is wrong. This knowledge, the way we create this knowledge, is not the way we create the knowledge of truth. This is not how we enter and approach truth. This is not the way of spirituality. So all those ways, all those methodologies which you apply to your daily life, which you apply to your daily knowledge of gathering knowledge from the books, gathering knowledge from asking this person, that person, collecting opinions, and then going after the opinion that you like the most, is not the way to approach truth. See that while you are processing, while you're going into this process of collecting opinions, analyzing, you're also not addressing the truth. You're just addressing the liking, just connecting to the liking of the opinion that matters to you, that you find resonating. But that is not the truth. See that even for your health, your matters of health, you go to a doctor, you get some opinion, and then you come back and then you think that maybe I need a second opinion. So even this knowledge of the medical world that we are so proud of, it is also just an opinion. This science of the medical world is also just based on assumptions, based on references, and just an opinion. And therefore you feel the need of maybe having the second opinion. And then what happens is, out of all these multiple opinions, you choose what you like. And your liking may or may not be the truth. How do you know? How do you approach the truth? How do you know what is the truth? So on this spiritual journey to approach truth, you have to drop all opinions. You have to drop all references and see that truth is through awareness. Truth is not through references, opinions, and a democratic process. Truth is not a democratic process. Unlike everything else in the world where there are several opinions and a statistical model, a statistical consolidation of all opinion becomes democracy and wins and guides us in life. But in the spiritual world, in the world of truth, the process is not democratic. It is also not dictatorial, but it is not democratic. It is above both. An airplane was about to take off. It was complete. The boarding was complete. All passengers were sitting, waiting for the pilots to arrive. Two men with black glasses, they were dressed like pilots. They entered the door, the boarding area. All the pilots, all the passengers, they looked at these two people who were appearing to be blind with these black glasses. One of them was being guided by a dog, the other one was being guided by a stick. They both somehow found their way to the cockpit. When the passengers saw that, they were terrified. They thought this must be some kind of a bad joke or some kind of a joke that is being played on them. But the fear that arose in them was terrifying. But they let this happen. So these two people with black glasses appearing to be blind, one led by a dog, the other one led by a stick, they both entered the cockpit. The engine started, the plane took speed on the runway. All the passengers, they were thinking, what is happening? These two blind people, they looked outside and the plane was catching up more speed. The passengers were getting more and more terrified. They saw that the plane was fast on the runway, not taking off. The runway was about to end and there is an ocean in front. And this plane is definitely going to go into the ocean. Out of that fear, out of that terror, they all started screaming. And immediately the plane took off. All the passengers, the moment the plane took off, went smoothly up in the air, they all relaxed. They all realized maybe this was just a joke, and they got busy while reading their magazines and doing whatever they were doing, completely relaxed. In the cockpit, one blind man, one blind pilot said to the other, "Tom, these people, if one day they would not scream, they would make us all die. If they would not scream, they would make us all die. This is how we take off in our life. When somebody is screaming, the passengers in us, in our life, when they are screaming, then we know what to do. And we use that as a reference to take off and not see with our eyes what has to be done. We are going back to opinions. We are going back to references to learn, to act, to decide what we have to do. On the path of spirituality, truth cannot be approached with simply references, simply listening to the cries, to the terrifying cries of oneself and then doing something about it. Rather, truth is in awareness, where you see and you know what to do. And in order to have this awareness, in order to be in this truth, you have to drop all references, all opinions, and be in a state where you don't have a hold, a grip onto all these opinions, all these references. Let us hear what Bhairava has to give us as a technique in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra to drop all the references for us for few moments of silence, of meditation, and taking that taste in the daily life. Bhairava says, meditate on the subtle and the subtlest layers in one's own body, as if they're merging one after another. Then the truth is revealed. Let me repeat. Meditate on the subtle and subtlest layers in one's own body, as if they're merging one after another. Then the truth is revealed. What Bhairava is trying to say here is that you, whatever reference that you have in your life of yourself, what you call as yourself, is the first reference is the body. And then there are several layers that you call as yourself. That reference to yourself, that hold that you have on yourself, that cage that you are trapped in, that your consciousness is not able to come out, is your body. That's the first layer. And here in this technique, Bhairava says, meditate on the subtle and the subtlest layers. So he's saying go one by one, go layer by layer and meditate until all these layers are peeled off like the onion. When all the layers of the onion are peeled off, there's nothing to hold on to, there's nothing to call as yourself. You arrive to the truth. And that's what spiritual approach is towards the truth, to let go of all what we call as self, to all our identifications with what we call as the body, what we call as the mind, what we call as all these different levels of ourselves. So in this technique, we can use the framework from yoga where there are 5 layers of the body. And we meditate on each of these layers and go from subtle to subtler, from gross to all the way to nothingness. The first layer of the body is this physical body. So in this technique, you will bring your awareness to your physical body, to this sense of matter, to this sense of physical body, becoming aware of that, the Annamaya Kosha, the physical body. Then you'll move on to one level subtler. That is the Pranamaya Kosha, your energy body. This is when you feel that you're not just the body, you're this energy that is there flowing in the body with the breath flowing in and you feel energized, breath flowing out and you feel that the energy, something has left your body. So this flow of prana going in and going out, along with this, the energy that flows in our body, this would be the second layer that you will bring your awareness to, the Pranamaya Kosha. The third layer, more subtle. Once you have let go of the body, then you have let go of this energy layer as well, then you come to Manomaya Kosha, the layer of the mind, what we call as mind. All these thoughts that we have, the more subtler realm of what we call as ourselves. We say we are all these thoughts, we are a collection of all these thoughts. So one by one, we will let go also of this layer. We will bring our awareness to all our thinking, to Manomaya Kosha, to this layer of mind, and also let that go. Also let it pass in your awareness, moving subtler, one step in. Then to the fourth layer, the Vigyan Maya Kosha, the layer of knowledge, the knowledge body. What is this knowledge body? This sense of self that is created with all the memories, all these conditionings that we call as ourselves, our name, our description, all the knowledge about ourselves, all our likings, dislikings, whatever we call as ourselves, me, myself, inclusive of everything that we call as myself. This is this Vijnanamaya Kosha, and you will bring your awareness to this level, this layer of knowledge, and also let that be. Also let this reference drop. Then the last, the fifth layer of your body, which is the bliss body. In this bliss body, when all these 4 layers are peeled off one by one, a sense of peace, a sense of bliss, a sense of happiness, a sense of relief arises. This bliss body, this also has to be dropped to come to the truth. Even any experience that you have in this process, all these experiences, all these layers, all these references, they have to be dropped, including the last, including the sense of peace, this sense of bliss, this sense of that you are at relief. Even that, let that go until there is nothing to be left to let go, and be in silence, be in awareness. So these 5 layers, one by one, peel off all these references that you call as yourself and arrive to truth. Let us practice this meditation technique in our silence. I will guide you with minimal steps, minimal impulses to shift your awareness from one layer to the other. Rest is up to you, where your awareness flows and how you sit in silence. If at any point you do not follow, simply relax. Simply remain silent and aware. Please close your eyes and take a posture that is comfortable for you. Your body in balance, at rest. Your mind calming down, and your awareness inwards. With every breath, allowing your body to relax, your awareness to be here. Begin by keeping your awareness on your physical body, on the sense of the physical, the Annamaya Kosha. Simply remaining aware of your physical body, the sensations, the posture, the balance, everything about your physical body. Simply observing without trying to change anything. Shifting awareness from this physical to the energy body, this sensation of energy in your body. With every breath, energy flowing in and out. Letting go of the physical and remaining deeper with awareness on the energy body. Feeling this flow of energy with every breath, this sensation of energy in your body, and remaining aware of this energy. Moving deeper to your mind, Manomaya Kosha. Awareness on your mind, on your thoughts, and simply observing your thoughts, whatever is going on in your mind. Observing your thoughts without trying to stop them, change them. Simply observe. Let it go and move deeper. Awareness on the sense of I. Sense of self. Which has a name, descriptions, memories, what you call as yourself. And letting go of this layer, moving deeper to bliss body, Anand Maya Kosha, to the sense of peace, sense of relief. And let it all go. Simply stay in silence, in awareness. No effort, no focus. remaining without references in this silence, awareness. And very gently and slowly, you may open your eyes. Maintaining the centeredness, this awareness, this silence, this space in which truth reveals itself, not just in the states of meditation, but also in your daily life, when you move with awareness, not with references, not with opinions. If this inspires you to live a life of truth, to be in your truth beyond just some moments of silence, of meditation, you're more than welcome to be a part of a community of meditators who are on this path of living life truthfully, being who they really are. If you're interested, please write me an email with your introduction, with your calling to be a part of the community, and what would you like to give back to the community. Thank you very much. Namaste.